Hello students, so welcome back after your holidays, and we are going to again start with our science subject. And up till Diwali, half of the session we have completed up till chapter number 10. Today we are going to start with chapter number 11, which includes human body and organ systems that are working in our body. Human body is our body, and for that purpose, we need to cover up with certain recalling topics of your earlier classes also. From what the organs and organ systems are made up of. I hope you all know this. In earlier class, you all have done that. So, we actually know that all our organs, our body parts, our everything is made up of cells. Cells are the building blocks of our body. Just like bricks are arranged together to form a complete wall, similarly, cells are the building blocks of our body. Many minute cells combine together to form a complete human or any animal or plant body, we should say, which is living. Now, which organ system are present in our body? That also we know that there are respiratory system, circulatory system, nervous system, then muscular system. This type of skeletal system, these are the different systems that are present inside our body, and from outside there is a skin covering so that these organs and organ systems are not observable from outside. So in last class, we have studied some characters of living organisms, all the vital processes which are essential properties of living beings, as well as collectively all these processes we call as life processes: digestion, excretion, respiration. All these are included in the complete life process, isn't it? So which process occur in our body and during sleeping soundly? Can you know? Can you understand? When we are sleeping, actually we are not doing any activity. In that time, is our body working? Yes, we are breathing continuously. Our blood is flowing through our veins and arteries continuously, even though we are sleeping. Our heart is pumping, isn't it? And breathing is going on. And whatever we have eaten before sleeping, that is getting digested in our stomach, liver, and all the nutrients are getting absorbed into the blood, and blood is carrying it to different organs of our body. That is the circulatory system. So we can't say that I'm not doing anything when I am sleeping. Now, which life processes occur continuously in our body? That is beating of the heart, circulating of the blood. All these things are continuously going on. Our kidneys, they are doing the work of filtration of the waste. That is also continuously going on in our body. And blood is getting circulated, purified, then again becoming impure, again purified. All these organs are working constantly. So different organs in our body are working in group so as to smoothly carry out various life processes. All these organs are actually doing division of labor. They're doing their part of the work so that our complete whole body works smoothly. These life processes takes place in various steps. Suddenly one thing cannot happen. Step by step everything is to be carried out. Now, specific organs carry out the specific steps. Now, group of organs working together to perform a specific function, and that is called as an organ system. Now, various organs like digestive, respiratory, circulatory, nervous, excretory, reproductive, skeletal, muscular, etc. All these systems which are working in our body are functioning constantly, going on. The work is going on. So you see, cells actually combine together. Cells will be combining together to form a tissue. Tissues come together to form organ like our kidney, our heart, or brain, any organ you can take, and different organs combine together to form an organ system. One complete organ system includes more than one organ, and they bring about the work of digestion. For example, digestion, you know, there is mouth, esophagus. Esophagus is the food pipe reaching the stomach, the liver, the large intestine, small intestine, anus. All these organs combine together to form a complete organ system, that is the digestive system. Similarly, for other systems also, more than one organ are working together to bring about that effect, and that we call as a organ system. And many organ systems combine together in a single body to form an organism. And this is what we are. We are an organism, and the building blocks are the cells. They combine together to form a tissue. Then tissues together form some organ like our heart, our brain, our kidney, our liver, stomach, many organs in our body. And these organs together come up to for one cause, and that forms an organ system. So there are many organ systems in our body like digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, nervous system, etc. And then finally, all the organ systems in one body together forms a complete organism. Okay. So this is all the construction way, and all the life processes going on in this organism depend upon the working of the organs and the organ system. So which different organs perform the function of breathing in the body of any animal? We all, you just observe yourself, you can understand that with the help of a nose, we are taking in the air. This air is then going through the windpipe towards the lungs. In the lungs, there are bronchi, alveoli, where in fine capillaries, blood is flowing. This blood will give out carbon dioxide and take away the oxygen in that air, absorbing oxygen, and gets purified. When oxygenated blood is happening, that blood is called as purified blood, and carbon dioxide is given out. And that carbon dioxide again we are exhaling, giving out. When we breathe, we know we take oxygenated air and give out carbon dioxide full of air out. So this is simple external type of respiration. Now, different type of respirations we are going to study in this chapter. So energy is essential to operate all the life processes. Any simple activity, any process, it has to go through. In that process, energy is needed. And we all know up till now in chapter number 10, we have seen that mitochondria is the one cell organelle in every cell that produces what? ATP in the form of energy. That is the energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And there we gain energy through breathing also. Energy production occurs within the cell because mitochondria is present inside the cell. Cells need to supply soluble nutrients and oxygen for this purpose. Every cell needs soluble nutrients that are digested and absorbed in the blood, as well as oxygen that we breathe in for production of energy. This supply takes place with the help of respiratory system as well as the circulatory system, because oxygen is absorbed into the blood as well as the nutrients that are in the dissolved form, they are also absorbed into the blood and transported to different parts of the body, and each and every cell of our body gets nutrition as well as oxygen to be alive, to be functioning healthily. Respiration is carried out through certain steps. What are the steps? Let us try to understand. First thing will be external respiration. In external respiration, we inhale and we exhale. We can see that and we can feel that air is taking in through the nose and sent towards the lungs, and through the, where it is going, through the lungs, towards the lungs through trachea only. So external respiration includes inspiration as well as expiration. Inspiration is taking in of the air, and expiration where we are exhaling, we are removing the impure air out. Okay, so expiration here you see that is exhaling that air that we give out through our nose. Oxygen from the inspired air goes into the blood. Blood carries carbon dioxide while doing all the functions from all of the body, from various parts of the body towards the lungs, and this air is given out by exhalation, that is expiration and exhalation are one and the same. Inspiration and inhalation are one and the same. So both of these processes occurring with the help of lungs are collectively called as external respiration. So first step of respiration is our external respiration that go with the help of our nose, nasal openings. Okay. Then we can move on to internal respiration. Here you see exchange of gases between cells and tissue fluid is called as internal respiration. Oxygen moves from blood into the tissue fluid, and carbon dioxide moves from tissues fluid into the blood. Diffusion takes place with the gases from cell to the other parts and from blood to the cell, and that way oxygen is taken in, absorbed in, and carbon dioxide is given out. That is your internal respiration. That is the second step in respiration. The third step, if you think about, it's typical cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is a little complicated for you to understand. Here you see dissolved nutrients like glucose are slowly burned. Glucose particles, they are oxidized with the help of oxygen, and energy is released in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, that we have studied in the earlier chapter where we were studying cell organelles, what happened in the mitochondria. So waste materials like carbon dioxide and water vapors are produced during this process. And cellular respiration can be summarized in the form of an equation. You see, the way to write cellular respiration in the form of an equation, glucose we have to take C6H12O6. That is your glucose particles mixes with oxygen, and what happens? Carbon dioxide is released along with a certain amount of moisture as well as energy in the form of ATP. So 38 molecules of ATP will be released. If we balance this equation, you see, we get 6 molecules of H2O, then 6 carbon dioxide, and balancing again, here we need 6, and C6H12O6 glucose we already have. This is the kind of sugar that is being utilized to produce energy. So this equation is very important when you understand respiration. Okay. So here we end with the first part, that is about respiration, and in detail how respiration takes place in the lungs and all. We'll try to understand in the next class. What you have to do is you can search for yourself organisms like amoeba, earthworm. Amoeba is unicellular, you all know. Cockroach, plants, various aquatic animals, birds. They also respire. How do they respire? How they must be respiring? That we have to just find out for our own knowledge. And along with the heat, sound, and light are also produced during burning of any fuel. So whether the sound and light are produced during oxidation of nutrients inside the cell, that's also a question to give a thought about. Okay, you can get the answer on Google if you want to. So just try to think about it and study today's topic. Write down this equation and learn it by heart. Just like your photosynthesis equation, respiration equation is also very important. The important part is 38 molecules of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, are produced at every stage. Okay then, revise it. I'll see you in the next class. Bye all of you.